Jules, we always credit him for being one of the best defenses here in the National. Really hard to crack open the armor that is Jules. Has been,
And
yeah, go for it.
go ahead. Okay. So he's been picking a lot of Bob recently, and oh wow, look at that game record, 6-2 in favor of Jules. And yeah, I do want to talk about that Bob pick because that Bob pick has been working out so well for him, and he's been straying just a bit away from that Jin, but he's not entirely ignoring the Jin pick.
Has been, kind of 50-50 between the two characters at the moment, really deciding what he wants to go for as the season moves forward. But yeah, going back to our previous point, this is a huge shift in playstyle that Mounts has to face, because if you think of a aggressive player, I think Jules is quite the opposite of that in a way where his defense is really good and his aggression comes from being able to punish you after you make that mistake.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm actually pretty curious to see who he's gonna go for this time. I'm not sure how the Ganryu matchup goes for Jules.
Mhm.
It's either he's gonna go for the Jin pick or the Bob pick, and maybe even a surprising Claudio pick. Who knows?
Mhm. And one more thing that we have to mention here, kid, is the storyline going on for Jules, chasing that top 8 spot. We've always praised him as being one of the best performers here in the National, one of the strongest players that we have. But right now, sitting outside of the top 8, I believe. And one more thing, if he does want to chase that top 8 spot, he might need to go up against his brother Pika for it. So there's a lot on the line here for Jules in this upcoming match.
I can't express enough how I don't like that. I don't like that thought. It really is so heartbreaking for me if they do manage to fight over that top 8 spot. But this isn't between Jules and Pika. This is between Jules and Mawts. Mawts is so far from that top 8, and he's trying his best to crawl it out, climb that mountain, and just he has to fight Jules for it in the process.
Yeah, definitely a tough wall to overcome here for Mawts. But looking at how he did play during that previous set, still looking pretty hot throughout the day. So I am expecting that even though he lost against Don Argus, he should be able to, bounce back a bit here going up against Jules.
Yeah, and that's the mentality that you always have to go through. Even though you go through a loss, you always have that mentality, the mental fortitude. I don't wanna keep thinking about that loss. I have to move on. I have to keep looking forward.
Yeah, and I think that's a great trait, especially for veteran players, much like Mawts here in the Nationals. So I'm pretty sure he isn't that phased by the loss to Don Argus. But yeah, going back, I am pretty hyped to see this matchup up against Jules.
So let's talk about Jules' pick. What do you think he's gonna pick? Do you think the Jin is more likely? Do you think the Bob is more likely?
I might see Bob. You might get to see a battle of the big guys here with the Bob and the Ganryu. So I am leaning towards him seeing the picking the Bob here.
The Bob pick really is a treat to see, and especially the fact that Bob has been deceptively one of the fastest characters in the game. And for the Jin, what do you think about the Jin versus Ganryu pick?
Jin against Ganryu. I feel like Jin might struggle a bit against the Ganryu.
Mhm.
Might be more leaning towards Mats on that one.
Yeah, and I actually had a conversation with Pika at one point in season 1 of the Nationals, and he and Jules actually said that Jin is flawed in terms of range. Specifically, is his arm range and his legs make up for it. He has the F4, which is the demigod kick. It used to be known as the god kick, but because of the nerfs coming into season 2, it really affected Jules in a way. Especially also, how could I forget the down back 4, the stature kick. No longer combos on counter hit.
Yeah, and speaking of the short arms, Jin has that case of T-Rex arms where he's pretty large area, but he does have those short, stubby arms. But yeah, here we go. We're gonna see what they decided to go for.
All right, the life's burning questions, and
Ooh.
Jin really is the pick for Jules, and Mawts will stay in Ganryu. And Arena also, again, frequent stages. This is random, by the way.
Yeah, I'm really surprised it's Arena again for the first game. And this has been our featured stage, but yeah, let's see here. Very interesting. Very happy as well to see the Jin come out from Jules.
Right. Goes Koi. Still goes for that outfit. I bet that is indeed Mouse's favorite outfit to pick. Right now, Jules is opening up with F4s. Strongest Jin move.
Oh, try to go for the electric there. Not quite in range. Again, the
Yeah,
short arms of Jin.
exactly. The T-Rex arms and FF1 plus 2 gonna connect. Mouts is probably gonna carry to the wall. Yes, we will. Big damage coming in from Mouts. The Masaji and Jules tries to go for that spring kick, but will not work out in his favor.
Oh, Switchblade there landing for Jules. Does grant him a combo here off of that wall splat. Sidewall situation. Doesn't quite get the ender. About even in health, but Mouts. Big hit there onto Jules, and this should be the round. Mouts opening this up 1-0.
Yeah, he bet it all on that one last launcher, and Jules probably didn't expect that. So, the Iron Wall of defense is slowly being opened up, but is it enough? Can Mouts alone open it up? That's the big question.
Jules now stepping forward, chipping away at Mouts with those down fours, trying to hit him low.
Right now, Mouts is being pushed to that wall, but that's a trade that's still not in favor of Mouts. Right now, Jules yet again connects the F4 with the optimal combo. FF4 that is plus frames, and he gets him with a 2-4 Switchblade punish on that while standing 2. Jules takes it back.
Up, all tied up here now. Jules wave dashing in here, opens up with a demigod kick. Oh, a nice low parry there coming from Jules. Should push Mouts all the way up until the wall here.
Oh, just a bit short on that one though, but he does go for that hell sweep. The first one that we've seen this set. And Mouts again being under a lot of pressure. The down fours are slowly chipping him away. Mouts is gonna have to either way block one of those because he does not want it all to add up.
Oh, Mouts in rage now. Just a few more hits will give Jules the round here, but Mouts does have access to big damage here with that red stuff. 18 seconds left here. We know how patient Jules is gonna be about this with closing it out.
Right, down forward 2 into the down jab. Very good option actually. That wasn't an accident. In case Mouts went for the down forward 2 into jabs, the down jab will negate all of those mix-ups. And that was some good option selection for Jules. Now, Jules will carry Mouts yet again to this wall. Goes for another wall splat. Mouts lower than half health.
Yeah, and just outside of rage as well. Definitely in kill range here for Jules. You know, bringing out those electrics. And again, it's counter hit on the demigod kick. That will give Jules game 1. Pretty solid 3-1 there for Jules.
Exactly, solid is the perfect word here, Chisto. Again, the Iron Wall defense is so hard to open up the Iron Wall, especially when he's coming towards you. In that game, Jules was the one being completely aggressive. Mouts just did not have a proper answer to that aggression.
Yeah, and what's interesting to me, kid, here during that first game is how many times Mouts got caught by that counter hit forward 4 coming out from the Jin. You know, I feel like a lot of the rounds were decided by Jules landing that demigod kick and really pressuring Mouts, pushing him towards the wall and not giving him many options. I feel like Mouts was forced to play on the ground a lot there and really guess what the mix-up was going to be coming out from Jules.
And in the start of that set, you can see that Jules was abusing the hell out of that forward for the demigod kick, and there's just nothing you can do about it. It's kind of hard to step in certain cases, but again, that counter hit potential of that demigod kick will be the death of Mouts if he doesn't find a way around it.
So looking at adjustments that Mouts could potentially make, it could be that switch to an infinite stage that we did see him do going up against Don Argus. So we might see something like an infinite Azure come out maybe here for Mouts.
Yeah, it would benefit Mouts a lot if he does go for the infinite stage, because again, if you can't open up the Iron Wall defense, you're just gonna poke it out and then backdash and backdash. That should be the game plan for Mouts right now, unless of course he can catch Jules off guard with these down forward 2s and counter hits. But instead, we're finally going to be seeing Mouts on the Nina.
Oh, interesting character swap here. Didn't like the Ganryu matchup into the Jin. Mouts going over to his first signature pick here in the Nationals, what he's known for as well. And luckily enough, we did go over to an infinite stage, so I wonder how that will factor in here for Mawts.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of room to work with for both of these players. And let's see, Mawts again continue. You can see the aggression already just a few seconds into the game. What's it going to be? Who's going to get poked out even more? And he catches it with the F2 string. And is this going to be it? Yes, it will. And Mawts makes an impression in round 1.
Wow, Mawts wasting no time at all to get into game 2 there. You're just starting away with the pokes and ending that first round against Jules. But right now, Jules gets a big counter hit there on that 4.
And the nickname for that Magic 4 for the SMO brothers, they call it the God Kick. It's no longer the F4s, but this time though, Mawts is the one who's super low. He gets him with that flip, but that's still a long way to go. Ooh, the butterfly flaps.
Oh, Mawts still can get this round away. Big counter hit there. Slaps Jin in the face. Does have rage. Does he choose to use it? No, he drops the combo. Anyone's round here.
Stuff. Yeah, that was super unfortunate, but Jules presses a button in the end, and what? That was a bit questionable there. And Mawts is slowly running away with this game too, and Jules has to make the adjustments right here, right now.
Oh, excellent block there on that hell sweep. Mawts gets a read on Jules. That's gonna be big damage. 50% left now for Jules. Mawts running away here with game 2.
My goodness, Mawts is on a tear. He's making such an introduction, such an impression right here. And Jules so far is on the way to getting no round brown. Mawts, he's slowly opening the iron wall up. And Jules, no dock on that second hit. Unfortunate, down 1-2. What's it gonna be? One more poke, one more pixel. Mawts right now, not a lot to work with, but the jabs will interrupt him, and Mawts will take game 2 convincingly.
Wow, convincingly is right there, kid. 3 rounds to none. You thought his Nina was gone? You thought he was just gonna play Ganryu for the rest of the conference? No, he pulls out the Nina and he looks extremely good on that pick.
Exactly, and I'm sure a lot of people are gonna be happy about that one because man, oh man, it's been quite a while. It feels like it's been years already that we have not seen a single Nina pick from Mawts.
You know, it could have been a year already, actually.
I believe he picked Nina on day 1, and then when it didn't work out, he just switched immediately to Ganryu.
Yeah, but super good game 2 there for Mawts. But let's see, does that mean, since the Nina dominated Jin, does that mean that we might get to see a Bob or a Claudio come out from Jules? Does this prompt him enough to switch to a different character?
It's either a character switch or a stage select because yet again, Jules made quite the impression in game 1 when he was up against the Ganryu as Jin, but this time it's highly likely that he'll switch back to Bob, meaning Bob probably has a better chance against Nina. But we'll see in just a few seconds. Again, what do you think?
I think it might be a character switch, you know. It seemed like the Jin struggled to get really anything done up against the Nina, so we might just see that character switch come out from Jules.
I'm pretty curious whether or not we're gonna see Claudio for the rest of this season because Claudio is such a stylish character. You know, everything about him is just, you know, full of flamboyance, and here we go. It doesn't look like he is gonna go for that character switch, but the arena stage instead.
Very interesting choice here for Jules, just going for that arena. Again, like we were talking about, it is one of the most picked stages here in the Nationals.
Yeah, and Jules is probably more comfortable with walls around rather than just giving Mawts the more patient right now, and Mawts just keeps interrupting him with these down jumps.
Yeah. Now Jules checking Mawts with that God Kick. Again, trying to see if Mawts is pressing and tries to catch him with those counter hits.
Right. Jules again trying to go for that Magic 4, but no dice, just outside of range though, goes for that hell sweep, and Mawts is gonna get carried to that wall. Amazing conversion from Jules. Tries to go for that down one rather, but instead will get the forward 1+2 with a wall bounce with the finishing combo, and Jules will take round 1.
Wow, you saw the damage that come out there from that wall bounce. Really strong move coming from Jin, safe as well. Really no reason not to toss that out there. Wow, look at that parry coming from Jules.
Yeah, that's the thing about, Jin's wall bounces, because both his wall bounce down 1 and forward 1+2, they're both safe, which is pretty good for Jin. And Mawts is gonna have to work around that. He does not want to be pushed out to that wall. Slowly though, Jules is the one on the receiving end, but you can see him sidestepping away from that wall. He does not want to be in that position.
Yeah, I see both players really working away, moving away from that wall. Oh, tried to catch Mawts there on wake up.
That could have been a really smart play. Oh, Jules does not break that throw text out of it though. One more poke can do it, maybe even 2. Mawts is in big trouble, spends that rage drive but whiffs unfortunately. Jules with round 2. He wants this no round.
Yeah, wants to get his revenge on Mawts. Now let's see here. Does have a big advantage right now. Again, the magic 4 hits there for Jules. And this could be big damage. Gonna end with probably Savage Sword here. Bow! Right outside of range here for Mawts.
What
a
combo! Just amazing conversions from Jules right now. He had the right mind in there, and just one more hit can do it. Oh, what in the world was that? Mawts right now has to find an opening, but he can't find it. Jules will take it against Mawts. 2-1.
And just the way he came back after, dropping that second game 3-0, finds his immediate revenge there on Mawts.
Champions.